Okay, so let's talk about 1993. Again, this is kind of a thinking question, and I expect to see a lot of these on the revised AP exam for this year because they're all going to be free response, and calculations would be too easy to cheat or, whatever you want to call it. So, A, using the observations about real gases and kinetic molecular theory, intermolecular forces, explain each of the following observations. So these are true, you just have to explain why. So, when a gas-filled balloon is cooled, it shrinks in volume. This occurs no matter what gas is originally placed in the balloon. So, when we reduce the temperature, we reduce the average kinetic energy, or you could say velocity, of the gas molecules. You get 1 point. This would decrease how often those molecules are hitting the walls of the container, in this case, the balloon, and therefore it would decrease the momentum. You could say those collisions would have less energy, and the balloon would then shrink. The volume will decrease because the pressure is decreasing, is also a good way of stating it. B, when the balloon described in A is cooled further, the volume does not change to 0, rather the gas becomes a liquid or a solid. So now the temperature is low enough that we are now experiencing intermolecular forces between the molecules. Because they are closer together, they will now have attraction with each other, and that will cause them to come into the liquid or solid state. So they do not have enough kinetic energy to maintain the gas state. There are lots of ways of saying it. C, when NH3 gas is introduced at one end of a long tube and HCl gas is introduced simultaneously at the same time as the other end of the tube, a ring of white ammonium chloride is observed to form the tube after a few minutes. This ring is closer to the HCl end of the tube than to the NH3 end of the tube. So, when hydrochloric acid and ammonia diffuse, they will have different average velocities because they have different molar masses. So NH3 will travel faster through the tube than will HCl. Where they meet, they will form ammonium chloride, which is white. So that's about it. All I have for that one. A flag waves in the wind. I doubt you'll get this kind of a question. Just saying, because it really doesn't have anything to do with chemistry so much as gas movement. So wind is molecules of gas particles that are moving in a particular direction. And when they encounter a flag, it's like encountering the sides of a balloon or another vessel. And they will transfer some of their energy to the flag, causing it to wave or flap or move. So hopefully that's enough for you. Let me know. If not, thanks.